There's my fingers. Hi, Jim Bob. Hi everyone, welcome back to another weekly reading vlog. Today is Tuesday and I'm checking in because I did actually film something yesterday, but it was only about a minute and a half long, and it makes more sense to start now because I'm just gonna talk at you about one thing and then we will discuss the books. But basically, last week you may have noticed if you watched my reading vlog that I was quite excited by something but also quite vague about something. I finished my second reading vlog slightly early because I had something to do over the weekend, and I started my third one last week a bit late because that thing was carrying on. Basically, I had a second interview for an editorial assistant job at a children's publisher stroke literary teaching thing, and I had to like prepare a blog post or like some blog post ideas and a presentation about how children learn to read. My mum is a teacher of young children, and so it was a really interesting question for me to answer. I obviously enjoy doing the blog post as well because that's what I do. So yeah, I did that. It felt like it went really well. They seemed really positive. They said they could tell I'd done the research. They said it was really good, and so I came out like feeling really positive. And then I was told, I'm just like putting it out there, I am not complaining about the company at all. I'm just merely saying that I didn't get the job, and that's why I might seem a bit down about it. But basically they said, oh, you should hear within like 48 hours, and then 48 hours came around and everyone's like, so you heard? They were actually asking earlier because they thought they might hear earlier, but I was like, this is why I don't tell everyone when I'm doing an interview, because when it's just me I can just stress on my own, but like it got to 48 hours and I didn't know, and then it got to 72, and 72 was at the start of the weekend and I still didn't know. And then obviously people were asking all before then, and then people wanted to know over the weekend, and it was stressing me out, and I'd emailed them and then I rang them yesterday. But yeah, I didn't get the job. So this isn't me complaining about not getting the job, it's just me saying it put me down a bit. I felt like a bit bummed out because obviously I thought I did really well, but now I've slept on it. I feel like now I've slept on it and thought about it, I actually realise I mean I know this before, but I did everything I could have done, so I can't be disappointed about it because there's nothing more I could have done. Like in hindsight I couldn't have done anything better or anything more because I just did everything I could. And so they said it was a really difficult decision, and if it was that hard it literally could have been that the other person lived closer than me to the place, and something as simple as that could have decided it for them. But yeah, I finally got the email yesterday saying that I didn't get the job, and yeah, I was upset because it's something I really wanted to do. It was like the first time I felt like I could actually do something. I could do the work. I was excited about the work, because I've been applying for things because that just feels like what I should be doing. But yeah, it's since graduating it's been tricky because like I feel like I've needed a job and I've been applying for jobs. I had a bit of a panic that like I wasn't going to get a job, but obviously this has told me that like I could do a job. Other people think I could do a job. Obviously I believe I can do a job, otherwise I wouldn't be applying, but someone out there believes I can do that job. These people believed I could do the job. Other people believe I can do the job, so that's reassuring. I've just got to remember that part when I'm looking back rather than, oh, they didn't want me, because they did want me, but it was just a 50-50 chance and I've got to not be disappointed. But anyway, so yeah, the person who like runs that company said she will meet up with me and discuss the industry as a whole as well as the interview, so hopefully I will find out like why not me, but also like maybe do you have any suggestions for what I should do, what I should seek out, what job do you think I should get? So that'll be good. That'll be like in a couple of weeks though, so yeah, I am less bummed out now. But today is Tuesday, not Monday. Monday I got my email, so today I've been up at the yard, which is why I look quite so scruffy and tired, because I'm also tired. I don't think that helped yesterday that I was tired. But yeah, I'm gonna have a bath now because it's cold and I smell. And then tonight I'm gonna like apply for more jobs. I'm going to email a few people because I'm in London next week for like a week, so I'm going to email a few people and say, do you want to like have me for a week? I will literally just do anything for no money because I'm there and I figure I might as well. So yeah, we're going to do that. I'm going to apply for like some actual jobs as well because I need to. Nothing new about that. And then do a bit of reading and stuff. In terms of actual reading, I have reached the halfway point in Nevergreener, but I forgot my headphones today, so I did have like a long bus journey, but I forgot, or I couldn't listen. I did have to like, or I did briefly play it out loud because I thought that's better than like nothing. And yeah, it's got a bit more interesting. Like something happened yesterday, which is why I checked in, but I'm not going to include it. So basically a secret came out that no one knew about, so that's a bit like shocking, but like now it turns out that more people knew about it, just we as the reader didn't know about it. I still don't love it. I think the cheating is crappy and horrible and it's all going to blow up in their face, which means it's going to blow up in everyone else's face because it's going to affect everyone else. So yeah, I'm going to be interested to see how it plays out because I think the guy is less invested in the cheating, or is telling himself he's less invested in the cheating. I think they both are, like they're like, oh yeah, you're the love that got away and all that, you're the one I tried so hard to forget. Whether he just puts his foot down and says, no, I'm not going out with you, or I won't meet with you. I mean, obviously they're not gonna, no, I won't go with you somewhere, I won't sleep with you again, I'm putting my foot down, I am happy with where I am now. Or whether someone's gonna find out. The woman's husband is a bit suspicious, but she's made out that it's his fault that he's suspicious, so yeah. And then they're also cheating in mixtapes, so it's going well for me. What I did do in terms of nice things is I took this book to a beach that's relatively close to me, because on page, I mean I read this last week, I should have mentioned it in my update the other day, but this page, see they're at the beach, or they're walking towards the beach, it says, oh my god, here we are. That's near me, and as soon as I opened it up I was like, oh my god, that's so and so. I took the boys back to the beach and tweeted Alice Oseman, put it in my stories or something, and she said yeah, it looks like it, so Mixtape. It's fine. It only happens in the movies. I'm trying to read like 50 pages before bed or something, because it's 400 or so pages long, so it's going to take me a while if I don't keep reading it. But I'm vaguely in the mood to do some writing today, so as I run my bath I'm going to try and do like 20 minutes of writing, because I just haven't for ages. This job interview took over my life for a few days, as has all this reading, but yeah, I'm just in the mood to do some writing, so I'm going to try and do at least a bit and then check back in with you when I'm a bit more happy. I mean, I'm happy now, but when I've got less moody things to talk about. You'll say goodbye? No. Just lay down. Hi everyone, it is now Wednesday and I'm just checking back in to give 2 brief updates. One, I'm at about 230 pages with this so far. I'm really enjoying it. It's just got to the point where, although she knows that she shouldn't be going out with him, she's now going to go out with him for a day. So we will see how that goes. There are just some bits in it that are just so interesting to me. Oh, I found it. It's about the kiss. And I mentioned this in a previous vlog because it happened where in movies the romantic thing to do is to be interrupted mid-argument where the guy like grabs the face. So then the camera can't actually see the woman, but that's not romantic, that's sexual assault. And I'm just going to read you a passage from here that does say that. So, the kiss. Men in films regularly kiss women who don't want to be kissed, and those are supposed to be the good kisses. Either the woman is taken by surprise, or storming off in a mood, or having a huge go at them, or is engaged to someone else, or claims she's just not plain interested. And how do men in movies respond to this clear instruction of no? They grab the woman's face and kiss her anyway, roughly, using their masculine force. And rather than being slapped or even arrested, these movie men are rewarded for their, well, sexual violence. The women give in to the kiss after a brief moment of fighting it. You see, according to Hollywood, these women wanted to be kissed all along. It was just the male lead's job to break through the barriers. Barriers like willful consent. It's really good. I love all Holly Bourne's books, and this is very quickly going up on my list of favourites. Sam said this in his review of All the Places I've Cried in Public. I think that's what it's called. But we both have like a love relationship with Holly Bourne's books because it is through those books that we met. And so, not necessarily I'm always going to rate them highly, but my experience of them is I'm always going to rate them highly. So yeah, I'm enjoying that. But my main thing I wanted to check in with is, yes, I'm still listening to Nevergreener, and oh my god, I hate them. I think that's the point. I think we are meant to like hate them with every like fibre of our being, or at least hate what we're doing, but I don't feel any attachment to the relationship, to the affair. I just find Kate so annoying. I find Callum really irritating, like Kate more so. I don't know if this is one of those patriarchal society things where even though the men and women are doing it, we hate the women more. But she's just so annoying. Like, yes, they're both in a relationship. She's broken up Callum's relationship before, and she's the one being like pushing them to do it again. Like, Callum's vaguely forgotten her. It's just like, right, let's move on, we're not going to do anything. And consistently does that, consistently says, no, we're going to stop. And she's like always the one like pushing him to come back. And it's just so... I really dislike it, which I think is the point. So I think the book is doing it well, but I'm just really not enjoying it. So yeah, I'm 60% and a bit through. I was 60% this morning, but I've listened to a bit for about half an hour, which is probably why my tea's cold. So yeah, it's frustrating. Other things in the mixtape, there was the cheating, and now the cheating is vaguely finished or has been stopped. So what will happen with that, we don't know. Can you hear that coughing? My mother is coughing. But I think I'm about 70% of the way through mixtape. One thing, I want to listen to the music from that and watch the films from here. I'm enjoying mixtape more now that stuff's actually happened, because at the start I was just kind of feeling a bit detached from it, but now more stuff's happening, I'm feeling it, but we're gonna see. I'm feeling detached from it, and I'm feeling really strongly against Nevergreener. But yeah, that's the point of Nevergreener, so I'll be interested to see if that's also the point of mixtape, or whether it's about how missed opportunities should be taken, because this is the opposite. Like, Nevergreener is saying missed opportunities shouldn't always be taken, but mixtape feels like it's saying that they should. So yeah, we are definitely being told that Michael, Ali's husband, is crappy and is ruining all her chances of happiness and is just ignoring her. But he doesn't seem like a bad guy. He just seems like not the right guy for Ali. So yeah, I will let you know. I kind of want to check in once I've actually finished something, because at the moment I'm just saying I don't know, and then just repeating myself. So yeah, I will see you at some point. I'm going to go out now or soon. I need to do some more applications. That should be this afternoon's job, because I didn't do any yesterday. So yeah, I will see you soon. Hey, how? Is it you? I'm just throwing it out there. I think in Nevergreener they are going to break up very soon, and it's going to be because they were only together for the sex. I think it's all going to blow up in their face. I think one of them's going to find out a secret, or they're going to find out about something about someone, and it's all going to go wrong, and we told you so. I told you so. Hi everyone, I'm just checking in quickly. I wasn't going to today because I've got a train to catch, but before I catch my train, I'm just going to open this on camera. As a disclaimer, I'm really bad with these. I never know what any of the stuff is. So I am actually going to look at this as I read it. So yeah, if you don't want to be spoiled for this, I will put at the bottom where you should skip to, but I'm gonna read. Ooh! They are books I am excited about. Oh, that's cool. Or at least one of them I'm excited about. The other one I've heard mixed things, so that'll be interesting, but I think Sam likes the book. So, the first thing is a hat. I've got my hair up so it doesn't work very well, but a blue hat with a quote that says, "As I am stardust gathered fleetingly into form." It is from Daughter of Smoke and Bone. I haven't read that, so I'll probably end up putting it on eBay. I have done with a lot of things. So, you know, if you want it, feel free. Right, the next one is a little purse, like a coin purse, from Gideon the Ninth, which I also haven't read, so will also be going up on eBay. If you do not find yourself a galaxy, it is not so bad to find yourself a star. It's quite a nice quote. Quite cute, quite little. My mum's coughing in the background again. Right, then, is this a light? Hunger Games book light. Can you see that? It's got a little mockingjay on it. And I'm planning on reading The Hunger Games soon. as in the next week, so that's exciting. I don't have batteries to put in it, but you know. It says, for those of us that aren't the girl on fire and need light to read in the dark. That's quite snazzy. I like that. My sister got me like a snitch bookmark, which is over on my shelf. I'll show you in a minute. And I also haven't got batteries to put in that, but I really want to because it's really cute. The collectible coin is like this person. Not showing at all. Thea Cursebreaker, it says. Don't know who that is. So, you know, hit me up if you want it. And then, oh, that's cool. Look at that. All shiny. And it's Lay and Ren from Girls of Paper and Fire. I love this series and I'm very excited. It's going to go up on my wall. It can be like the first, I'm just going to move it out of shot because like some might have like a heart attack. But it's the first bookish artwork I've got. So yeah, that's really exciting. I like that. Right, so the first book I'm going to get out is the one that goes with the bookmark. And it's Infinity Sun by Adam Silvera. Yeah, I've heard a lot of mixed things about it, so I'll be interested to read it. I think Sam likes his work, so don't know. I'll ask him if he wants it, but I'm just going to read the summary. Two brothers thrown into an epic war generations in the making, a fight for good and evil between those born with power and those who took it. One brother has the power to end it all, the other will stop at nothing in his pursuit of glory. Who will live forever and who will die trying? I mean, it sounds good, but whether we like it is a question. And the second book, because this one comes with 2 books because it's the start of the year apparently. I'm so glad I didn't like turn down this box. It is a good box. And it's The Sisters Grimm by Mena van Praag with nice black edges. Oh, look at those end pages. That is stunning. I'm so pleased with this. So I've like been seeing people get the proofs for it, and it's from Transworld Publishers, who one of their imprints printed this, and I've just been like seeing all the people get it, and I'm like, I'm so jealous. I wish I was there this time, like this year rather than last year. But anyway, yeah, wow. I like the sound of this. Right, back. This is the story of 4 sisters Grimm, daughters born to different mothers on the same day, each born out of bright white wishing and black-edged desire. In 33 days, the sisters will meet their father in a place they go to when they dream. Only then will they discover who they truly are and what they can truly do. Then they will fight to save their lives and the lives of the one they love. Oh, and it says on the front, 4 sisters, 3 will live, 1 will die. I am so excited for this. I don't know when I'm going to read it, not this month. But that's cool. Now I've just got to fit it on my shelf. I had to move around earlier to fit Daughters of Nuri, which I got last week, which I did kind of show you the clip, but I didn't like talk about it. But I got it from Hive last week because it's like one I've been looking at for ages, and I had a voucher that ran out by the end of the month. So yeah, I wanted to read it. But yeah, I am so psyched by these. So many good things. And obviously it's got like a little letter as well. But yeah, so excited. Yeah, I'm very happy, Brian. I'm just going to stick them all back in. But yeah, I will check in with you once I get to London, because I'm heading to London today. Need to finish packing. And yeah, I've finished both the books that I was reading yesterday. I've got It Only Happens in the Movies to finish, which I'm hopefully finishing today on the train. But yeah, that is my little check-in. Sorry, am I interrupting you? Yeah, I will see you shortly. What the more observant of you may have noticed is I have changed location. You can't necessarily tell I've moved across the country, but I have moved across the country. I'm now in London, and as promised, I just thought I'd check in to say what I thought of the books I finished yesterday. I could have told you my opinions of Nevergreener yesterday evening because I finished at about 7 or 8, but I decided to kind of wait until I'd finished Mixtape because I felt similarly about both of them, and so I thought it would be better to kind of compare them both. In terms of thoughts, I don't know what to rate Nevergreener because I really hated it, but I feel like that was the point. I didn't necessarily hate the story, but I hated the characters, and I feel like the point of Nevergreener was that cheating is bad and that the people that do it are bad and ruin everyone else's life. And so that was like well done. So at the moment it's on my Goodreads as 4 stars, but I kind of want it to be 2 stars. And so that means like by deduction it should go down to 3 stars, but it's not a 3-star read. It's a 2-star and a 4-star read. So I don't know. When I've decided, or when this video goes up, I will have had a review up on Goodreads, so I will link that in the description and you will see what I finally decided. But yeah, at the moment I'm a bit umming and ahhing because yeah, Nevergreener was about cheating being bad and Mixtape was not about cheating, but cheating happened. And by it not being about cheating, it was saying that like cheating is acceptable. Nevergreener is saying that cheating is bad because you only take into account the 2 people who are cheating. Some people might do it for the thrill because they're unhappy in where they are, but in this, they're doing it because they genuinely believe they should be together. And that is the case with a lot of books, as you see in Mixtape, where the relationship they are in isn't good and they realise that the one they want to be in will be better and they'll be happier, and sod everyone else who will be unhappy with this, like their children, their partners, their parents. That doesn't matter because the 2 of them will be happy. And that was my big problem with Mixtape. At the end of the book, they just gloss it over. They're like, oh yeah, Caitlin keeps ringing me, who is Matt's wife or partner. Can't remember if they're married. Yeah, Caitlin keeps ringing me. Alex keeps ringing me. But never mind. I'm happy with you. Like, they're not happy. Their whole life has just been turned upside down because you've decided that you want to be with the girl you were with 30 years ago and who you've not really spoken to. You've sent songs to. You haven't had a conversation with her other than the one day that you randomly went over to Australia. And that's not a healthy start to a relationship. Yes, maybe that's the way you connect. And yes, it worked for them as a way of connecting and it worked for the book as a way of connecting. But it's not a healthy way for a relationship to start and so to romanticize it isn't necessarily a healthy thing to do. And Nevergreener kind of does it differently. What are they called? Kate and Callum have been in a relationship before, have been caught cheating before, but have also romanticized the fact that they understand each other, they have good sex, and honestly that's basically how they cement their relationship, that they have good sex. And so when everything else has to happen, things fall apart. And yeah, it was good to have that kind of opinion in a book. But this book, like Nevergreener, dealt with like how cheating affects everyone else and how maybe you might forgive someone once but you can't forgive them again, or like some people will forgive them again but some people will say no, like, you've cheated on me twice now, I don't trust you anymore, you can keep trying if you want but I'm never going to take you back. And Mixtape, yeah, Michael Ali's husband, who found her in the middle of Spain all alone. I mean, she was happy with where she was, but he didn't believe that. And so we are meant to believe that she is never happy because he doesn't take her opinion into account, which is true, he doesn't. But she also doesn't think of him. So, yeah, I rated Mixtape 2 stars, and that was a really easy decision because I really enjoyed the music aspect of it, and I thought the past was a really interesting, like, setting almost. I enjoyed the story in the past, but the romance didn't do it for me because I was constantly thinking about the fact that they were cheating with each other on other people that genuinely still cared for them. And I don't know if I would have thought differently if maybe I wasn't reading Nevergreener at the same time, but I'm pretty sure I would. I started it before I started Nevergreener, and I remember checking in with you and that being the first thing I said, like, they are both in happy relationships, they are married, they have kids. Why are we meant to find this romantic? Another thing I did like actually about Mixtape, not necessarily enough to bump it up a star, was that Ali had good relationships with other people, more so than Dan maybe. I was glad that she reacquainted with his dad and her brother and had a good relationship with her daughter, at least one of them. But yeah, I just didn't like Nevergreener, and I don't know what to think of it. I didn't like Mixtape either, but I'm confused by Nevergreener more. In other romancy news, I watched a bit more of Gavin and Stacey this morning, and Smithy really annoys me, but I don't know if that's meant to be like part of him, that he's just like over the top, but at the moment he's just really annoying. Other things, I haven't read any more of this. I'm going to try and read some more today because I kind of want to finish it today or tomorrow, because I've brought with me Twilight, and then I've also got The Hunger Games, which I'm really looking forward to reading, just because I really enjoyed the books first time and I'm interested to read them with romance in mind, like specifically how it's not a romance. But the big thing about the book is it's a book about children killing each other and how the Capitol just made it out to be a big romance, and that is literally what the films did, or what the media did with the films. Are you Team Peter? Are you Team Gale? And they were selling all the Capitol couture makeup, and I think it's really interesting. Like, looking back as an older person, because like when I was reading those books and watching those films the first time, I was like part of that. I loved buying all the merchandise, and I mean, I didn't buy the makeup. I can't do makeup, as you can tell. It's just something I really want to look back on. But tonight I'm going to maybe read a bit more of that, but I'm going to get my laptop, watch some films, watch some romantic films. I might get some on Netflix or Amazon Prime. I haven't decided which ones I fancy yet. I'm going to have some pizza, I've got some popcorn, I'm going to paint my nails, and I'm just going to have like a chill evening. And yeah, I will check in with you when I've read some more. Hi everyone, it is the start of Saturday morning and I'm just checking in because I don't actually know whether I'm going to stop this video here, but I've got 2 days left of the weekend obviously, but today is the PJ Dayathon, which is run by Megan and Rachel, but I can't think of their channel name. But it's like a cozy day to tackle your TBR, and so I thought, yeah, you know what, I'm going to be in the house on my own, I might as well join in. And so I am still in my pyjamas, but I didn't have like a dressing gown, so I'm wearing a jumper. But yeah, I'm checking in now because I've just finished this, but I want to start, which way up? This one. I'm holding it the wrong way up because, yeah, Twilight, but the right way up, because the wrong way up is this like rewrite, and everyone told me I shouldn't read that one, I should suffer through the pain of the original. So yeah, I'm going to be reading that today. That's like my main aim today, to finish it. I kind of just want to get it all out in one day. Let's do this one. Right, so I finished this one about 15 minutes ago. I rated it 5 stars because it's amazing. I always rate Hollyborn books 5 stars, but it just, it was so good. It was so good to read this month because it's all about like dismantling those romantic tropes. Like, there aren't necessarily sections, but every few chapters it would be like grand gesture, the big date, something exciting, and then it would happen in the book, and then it would like go over like what was wrong with it. And Audrey, the main character, is like such a big feminist, and that's just my vibe. I'm like so on board with that. Hang on, I'm gonna get my tripod and get something to hold you up because it's hurt my mouth already. This way I can also do whilst I'm talking. Yeah, I finished this. I really enjoyed it. There were just moments where I thought, yeah, so me. It really dismantles every kind of romantic film trope and every romantic story trope. And yeah, I just really enjoyed it. I want to buy my own copy of it to go on my shelf with all my other Hollyborn books because this is a library copy. I can go through and annotate it because I really wish I could have annotated it. I wish I could have highlighted everything, made notes for everything, but yeah, it was just so good. I really enjoyed it. I love it so much. I love Hollyborn. Oh, the other thing, spoiler alert, doesn't end with a happy ending, or not a happy ending in the traditional romantic sense. So they, yeah, this is really spoilery, but they don't stay together. They do break up, but it doesn't end on heartbreak. I think because they break up before the end of the book, by the time the big separation happens, Audrey's got over the heartbreak. So while she's not happy, she's happier because she's going off to uni or going to an audition, and she's still friends with all her friends. She's not like ruined all her friendships. In terms of other things, I watched some of my romance films last night. I finished that episode of Gavin and Stacey, and then I watched Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging because I think I have seen the film before, but I wanted to rewatch it because I think I may have fallen asleep. So yeah, I'm gonna mainly focus on like romance films I haven't seen before. So I then watched I haven't finished it, I'm gonna finish it this morning, but I then watched most of Four Weddings and a Funeral, which I know like parents seem to love, but I've never seen. It was that kind of phase, I think, when Hugh Grant did all the romance films. So he did Love Actually, Four Weddings and a Funeral. Did he do Notting Hill? Or was that someone else? And what about... I don't know, he just did loads. So I'm going to go on Netflix and go on Amazon Prime and see what's there. Yeah, haven't finished Four Weddings and a Funeral. We are on the kind of middle bit between Wedding 2 and 3. It's been good so far. It has made me laugh. Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging, I did enjoy it. I enjoyed it a lot more than the book. Maybe because more happens in it because it's 2 books combined. But what I really enjoyed about it was there's no transformation scene. The girl doesn't have a big makeover and then the guy realises how much he likes her. Yes, she has a big makeover scene, but that's because she's got her own party. Obviously, she's going to dress up for that. It's not she's dressing up to impress a guy. It's just she's dressing up and the guy she likes happens to be there, but he liked her before. So I really enjoyed that, and it was funnier. Also, I felt like her relationship with her family and her friends was a lot nicer because in the books, she's just really dismissive of them all and she like hates them all, but in this I feel like she was less melodramatic and also much nicer and genuine. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. And yeah, Twilight today. I will see you soon. Okay, just quick checking in to say I enjoyed the film. It was quite funny, but I didn't know it was the one where the girl said, "Is it still raining?" I hadn't noticed when Hugh Grant is stood in front of her with a sodden shirt, like see-through from being out there for 30 seconds. But anyway, yeah, it was good. I enjoyed. Yeah, don't have anything else to update on other than the fact I am gonna start reading Twilight soon and go through my laptop to see what job applications I need to do, because I forgot I probably need to do some of them today. So yeah, that is my plan for today. Hi everyone, it's Bryony from the future, just checking in to say I actually finished my vlog here. If you go on my channel tomorrow, I will have the Twilight vlog up, but basically this one was really long before I even included the Twilight stuff, and I knew I had a lot of thoughts about Twilight, so I put a poll on Twitter and people just said make a separate one. But it kind of messed with my schedule a bit, so this vlog is going up on Wednesday, which my vlogs usually go up on, and then the Twilight vlog is actually going to go up tomorrow, which is only a day later, but I have like a 2-day gap between Wednesday and Saturday where I don't post anything on Thursday and Friday, and so I thought if I just post it on Thursday, that kind of gets out of the way. That's what's happening. Thank you for watching the video. If you've got this far, I hope some of my thoughts were coherent. I hope you didn't mind me babbling too much about not getting a job, because obviously that was an important thing to me. And yeah, I hope next week's going to be more exciting because I'll be up in London. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing if you're not already. Comment down below if there are any of these books that you've read or looking forward to or have enjoyed. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!